Good afternoon. My name is Gaya Bilogafetis, and today we're going to be doing an oral history about your Greek American experience. So, what can you tell me about growing up in the United States as a Greek American?
I beg pardon?
What can you tell me about growing up in the United States as a Greek American?
Me or
You.
Oh, I'm very proud of my Greek American. And yeah, I love this. I was born here.
hmm
You know, I'm good. I'm 84 years old. I'm little. I gotta sit on something nice when you get older. Okay. that, that's. Uh, I met my wife. We had in New York. It was. Did you ever hear of Studio 54?
hmm
Okay, it's on Ninth Avenue.
Right.
On the corner. It used to be a movie house there. Anyway, up the street is St. George,
Okay.
but it was from the old calendar. Okay.
hmm
Now, my mother and my father were both working, and I used to stay with my yaya. I didn't speak English. I think around at 5 because we only spoke Greek at home. But my father, I used to bite my nails, and he says, "You don't look good." So he hit him with the fork. I, and that was it.
Does it? Just feel it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Get back to the church when we met Father John, the very first service when he came from Danbury, Connecticut.
Mhm.
I don't know if you know that. He
Mhm.
was, okay. And he blessed everything with the Thimito, back and forth. And I got home because I had Kiki with me. My daughter was sick and Athens was taking care of her at home. What? Give me background passage.
You said you came from church and then you got
Oh,
home.
okay. The church was very small. The whole church is on 54th Street and
Are you saying the Passaic one?
hmm?
The one in Passaic?
No, another Greek where I grew up
Oh, okay.
in New
Sorry.
York.
Okay.
And then I tell you, my father hit me because I bit my nails, and so I always did what I was told. I resented it, and my mother and my father got divorced, which I didn't know about when I came out of the army.
Mhm.
And and you know how I found out? Because I was going on the police force in New York City.
Mhm.
And they checked all my stuff. And I was in the MPs. So, whatever. I
So
hung around with bad people.
so how did you get into the military?
Oh, okay. I had a football scholarship offered to me.
Mhm.
I had two football scholarships. And my father said, "You got to go to college." I said, He said, "Well, it's up to you. You know, I did it myself."
Mhm. Yeah. Good. So what service
Well, I was in the U.S. Army.
Mhm.
I'm a Korean veteran. Um, I got taken out of the company I was with. Anyway, I joined the army. I wanted to make something of myself, not like the way Marlon Brando says. He looks up because he forgot the lines.
Mhm.
Okay, he
Mhm.
could have been a champion. So I hung around, but I did go to church with my mother.
Mm.
My mother wore black and everything. Till she, uh, no, I'm going back a long
No, no,
years.
you're
Anyway,
good. Was your family religious growing up?
my mother
Mm-hmm.
and her side of the family, and on my father's side, I only liked the yaya up there. She was nice, and I couldn't speak English. And anyway, and they wouldn't speak. So finally, it was time to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Put me, I couldn't even read. I could see things, but I didn't know it.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't know the language?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to catch up. Anyway, I grew up, went to college, went to high school. I'll tell you about this. Football scholarships. And they sent me in the army to um, Korea, but they were, they had me in transport.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a whole new, I had to go to uh, Washington with an embarkation
Mm-hmm.
to go to Tokyo. What the hell am I talking about?
You were talking about your service.
Okay, I came out of this. I'll cut it short.
Okay.
Came out. I was enrolled in City College in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
They had a Goya there, but they didn't call it a Goya. It was like GYO, Greek Youth Organization.
Mm-hmm.
And the church is very small, like a cubbyhole. If anyway, and it was up the stairs, and it was that's where I used to go to church. But we were a very poor parish.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow my mother says, I think you should go to school. And and
I'll pause it. Interesting.
yeah, I'm holding you back.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm forgetting. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you have some documents here.
Oh yeah.
What are these?
No, one is a copy of the original,
Okay.
and I'm gonna let you. I know you could read Greek, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Take your
I
time.
want you to read this first.
What was this for?
Okay.
For your work here?
No. Yeah, you read it?
Mm-hmm.
You know whose signature that is?
It was your Archbishop at the time, but I don't know. I can't
No,
read it.
it was before you were born.
Yeah.
Okay. Yakov.
Yagos, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Now,
crazy.
I get this letter
Mm-hmm.
because you saw my name in the New York Times,
Okay.
and they had a picture of me. They had like a luncheon for the YMCA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. During the day, so you know they have nothing else to do. I'm gonna give it to you as your copy. This is the original.
Yeah, don't give me the original.
No.
That's for you.
No.
Oh, the copy?
Yeah, I just want you to have it. Did I get two of them? Yeah.
Maybe. That's okay. Maybe see one.
No.
Okay.
Are they different?
No, it's not.
They're not different.
They're not.
I know, but they're related to each other.
What do you mean? It's the same newspaper. It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, they had this dinner for me, and the reason why I went to the YMCA
Mhm.
was because they had a gymnasium
Mhm.
basketball.
Oh.
So
Yeah. That was it. Okay. So, what were we talking about?
no, so I went from St. George to St. George to St. George.
Yeah. And I think that's a trend. A
It
couple
is?
of people.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of people that I've talked to, they've gone from they've gone from St. George in Connecticut, right, to St. George in Passaic, to
Yeah,
St. George
yeah,
in Clifton. Yeah. You guys all follow together.
yeah.
um, so what was it like at the church in Passaic?
It was Father John.
Right.
This, I said to Athens, I think I told you a few minutes ago, that it's different.
Mhm.
And I said, he blessed the whole church back in this first sermon. Of course, you got to remember it was small.
Mhm.
People used to collect and listen to this, a nickel, and maybe a quarter.
Out to throw in the wow. Nice.
Anyway, so I joined the army
Mhm.
to get away from my mother and father.
Mhm.
I told you that they got separated, and I didn't find out until I was supposed to go in the police force. Anyway, my cousin, my father's her daughter, and I just got out of the army. I signed up for City College. I was just at the break, And
You were just at the break. You're at SUNY. You're at the City College of New York.
oh yeah, City College. My cousin asked me if I could drive a 4th of July weekend.
Mhm.
And I said, why? She says, there's a guy I've been seeing at Bowling League or something, and he's going to be up there for his size. I said to her, I'll drive you. She says, I'll tell my mother. I says, I'll tell your mother. I said, yeah, Calamita. That's where the name came. Calamita was my aunt, and my daughter's Calamita.
Hmm. That's nice.
Anyway,
Um.
Father John was something special. He gave a sermon. Anyway, I I love the church because I was, like I said, champion. Anyway, for the church, my mother had to give him 60 cents. That's it. I'm going back to 1944
Mhm.
during
Mhm.
the war.
Right.
Anyway, and Athens had a girl. You probably don't remember Miss Velas, the Velas family. Anyway, they had a daughter. They're in Greece down back, and she couldn't go up because she's going to meet somebody. So I said, look, I'm just going to drop you off, and that's it. And I'll bring you back home just like I promised your mother. Anyway,
So what's your role today in the church?
my role today is I used to be Pastorina Mastoriani, but then in Taxeriola.
Mhm.
but I don't know. I don't say, well, I couldn't, like, I couldn't speak Greek until I met Athens.
Okay.
So anyway, I went to City College. I moved to Jersey.
Mhm.
I got a job around here, and I got a plant manager's job,
Mhm.
plastics. I ran that. Anyway, then I went to another place a couple years later, bigger plastic. Uh,
Okay. So.
anyway, I met Athens,
Okay.
and I said to my friend, his name is Socrates, and I said, Soccer, who's that girl over there? He said, who? And I said, the one with the big button, but I didn't use the word button. Okay. So we're playing handball, boys, a couple of my friends from our church.
Mhm.
It was a revival type thing. I
Mhm.
forget. Anyway, it was the Goyas, the people over 18.
Oh, the y'all.
Yeah, in between.
Mhm.
And I worked. I did, you know, Athens used to sit in the pew in that church where we got married in St. George,
Mhm.
where Kiki was sleeping and she was sleeping on the bench.
Oh my
And
gosh.
we used to pick her up. Father John was a wonderful person. I can't come up with any adjectives, except he is the bad driver. So anyway, I was on the board in the old church, Hamilton, not the real, the second one. The
Okay.
one from Hamilton. I don't think you were born there. No, you.
No, but my dad lives right across the street,
Oh
right
yeah,
down the street. Growing up.
and the girls came over to some of my friends. They said, "We want to challenge you guys to volleyball." So I said, "All right." So 10, 15 minutes, we got a couple of guys. We had everybody was lined up, and we were killing the girls, like 12-2. Okay,
Mhm.
just killing them. And my friend Socrates said, "You know, I cut that part out. Where was I?
You were at the volleyball.
Oh, volleyball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the girls were the challenges. Well, we were killing them. And the boys, let's show the game, let the girls win. And I said, what? And I said, I'm not throwing the game. I said, I don't, even my mother played on that team.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do it. So I hit the volleyball right in Athens' face. Smash. And I walked over to her. She was like this. And I said, keep up a stip, keep up a stipple lip, babe. And I do little things like that.
That's how you met, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, we met. She wanted, I came over to see her. And then Saturday, on a Saturday, I came back, jumped in my car, and I woke up my mother. I just got out of the army. And I said, Mom, wake up. I said, what? She says, I met the girl I'm going to marry. And I remember my mother laying back. She started laughing, yes. so, so she said, are you in trouble? I said, no. Are you drunk? I said, no. Who is this girl? I says, this girl, her name is Athens. She says, Athens, who's Athens? I says, the girl I met up there, that I'm gonna marry her. Anyway, she didn't want anything to do with me. Nothing. She avoided me. I called her up. Oh, oh, and I said, how about next week? You know, she kept on, oh, well, this and that. Go like this,
um, what did I want to say?
Anyway, I got involved with the Goya before my kids were grown. They were, and
You got involved in the Goya?
well, yeah, and I walked in her mother's house,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I walked in, and I heard her and through the door. I said, "Mita, nami pistipata, ringing the colors." Her mother opens up the door. I walk in with a nice watermelon. I gave it to my mother-in-law. You know, she's happy. And then I got on the board in the old place, and there's only I think two people left in the office if you want to see it on the board.
Or the original board?
Yeah, from okay. So we get in this place. The union guys that we're gonna have a grand opening on Good Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and there was no container with the pews.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so I got involved in the Goya was run by some other people, and I was wondering what the heck was going on. So I told the board I'm gonna go and listen in with the Goya. Okay, we had two Goyas here, split.
Mm-hmm.
The islands kept them separate, and they had one advisor this and one advisor that. That's when I started coaching, because they said, "Yeah, you want to help, you know." So that's it. So I did every job there was. I was even a nail cutter.
A nail what?
Nail cutter is the guy that cleans up.
Oh,
What the heck is his name?
Effie and
Minority.
Vasily.
If I said
Oh.
anyway, anyway, a lot of I took all the plates off the benches. This years ago. Everything was donated from. We were very poor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Me, I was the first one to go to college. In my whole family, both left and right.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished. I, after I left City College, I went to FDU.
Mm-hmm.
I went 8 years at night, married, two kids, a mortgage, and a $65 a
Tuition.
week job.
Oh.
But I went to the GI Bill, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me. I bought my first house in Paramus, $1,200, no basement, no nothing, flat, right here in New Jersey, Paramus. Anyway, I graduated in '69, and I would say my most important thing in my life
Mm-hmm.
is Athens. I, I I do a lot of things around here. Yeah, well, I said I was a nail cutter. I was out of work when I came back from Florida,
Mhm.
and I wasn't on the board then. I worked with Mike Hopkins,
Mm.
Mona
Senior?
Law. Hmm?
Mike Hawkins Senior? The older one? Or Coach Mike? Oh, Ross. Never mind. I'm just being dumb.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, that's my daughter's. Palomita was born on New Year's Day, and Vasiliki, nine, let's see, nine, anyway, in the hospital, another girl, but there were two opposites exactly. One was neat and the other was messy. And it still goes on to this day. In fact, they were over the house last night. And I grew up with the church. I think there's only 10, maybe 15 people that were at Father John's first service. In fact, I think Philip took a picture of us with Presbyterian Margaret.
Yeah, I think they have it in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I retired. And, and I do what I want to do now. I broke my back working around the clock. Every week was a different shift. And that's when I used to coach. And then I was going to school like a wild man. But I see the kids grow up. Olga, Michael, uh, George, the sister, Philip, Calliope. You know, Mother Calliope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I just keep moving around. I love the addition. You know, this church was supposed to be a horseshoe inside.
What do you
Well, we
mean?
looked at, you see how high this place is?
Mhm.
Well, the, there was going to be a horseshoe balcony around, okay? But after they made the presentation, I said, no, we're not. And then that's it. I work with the kids, my two daughters, and two other parishioners. I don't want to mention their names.
Mhm. It's okay.
Yeah. Really, I got three grandchildren. On Sophia's side, which is A.K. Carol.
Mhm.
Since I got her that necklace, she changed her name. That's it. Uh, that's it. I just do what I want to do now. I work in the garden. I watch movies. I read and read and read and read.
That's good.
I even read the notices on the ones they were foreclosures and everything. It's a tough life out there.
It is.
I know one thing. Father John, there was a wedding of baptismal. The people went to tip him. He took that money and he put it in the building fund. He didn't take a penny. And that's it. That was so beautiful. I remember he said, "Well, we're gonna make it look. It's not like Param. It's not like White." So, but we couldn't afford it. They wanted $99,000. And my friend Tom Bellis and I were going to, we were all going to vote. And we only voted yes for the other board members. And they're all on that picture. So, Father John, little by little, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Anyway, the furniture, uh, no, the furniture was on it. This one was here. And Tommy Velas donated his truck. He went to the where down the piers. I brought this container up because they were union people and they wanted to work. Besides doing the steel work, they wanted to carry their stuff in.
Mm.
Because, Saint Athanasius, it was Patterson, one class, one group. One of them split up and went to Wyckoff. Okay. The other one was the one in Patterson. So I was talking when I was on board one day, and I said, "But
You were talking to Tom Bells. It was split.
oh yeah, we lost. Okay, so Father John decided to put this, and that never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And we came back, 4 or 5 of us. Ross was still with us, and so was Angelo. Yeah, we came back. I unloaded his stuff, and we did it ourselves. These came in sections. I was one of the ones carrying all the stuff. There's a lot of emotion over here. But I love this church, and I love Father John immensely, and Father George, and Father Peter, and I don't want to say Ambrose. He knocked the Goya down. There was only 2 people from our church that had anything. He tried to start it up after like 2 years, and he got Olga Stratus there, his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, why don't we have them come over here? And they said, for what? I said, maybe we'll build the church and they'll build the community center.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right behind here because there's 2 lots. 2 brothers owned it. And we carried them in. There was no pews. We had a chair, simulated a row, a chair. Yeah, I think people left right after their nonsense. There was no place to sit down. We said we were going to open them. We did. We were up to this used to have a red carpet underneath it. I helped the carpenter put this stuff in. He donated his time too. And, all these things, there's too many memories, but they're happy. And we lost quite a few people in the last 5 years, including 2 of my own, and, but opiates and stuff, a year apart, younger than me. Poof.
Yeah.
And that's it. I'm here to do whatever I can. Talk too much. But I noticed when you were playing volleyball, I saw how intense you were. You had your knees. And you had those things for your knees. And I looked at it and I said, that's only one person really there, but what's his name did a good job.
Coach Mike.
Hmm?
Coach Mike.
Yeah, Michael started.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
good.
it. You see generations. Oh, by the way, I thought I was grandfather, right? Grandfather. And on Father's Day, we found out that my grandson's wife is pregnant, and they're so happy.
That's awesome.
They'll be married the 22nd. What is today?
Today is the 22nd.
It's exactly 1 year today they got
Today's my parents' anniversary.
married. Hmm?
Today's my parents' anniversary too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, give them a nice hug and kiss. Your mother is something.
She's like great.
Uh, they ever show you the clip when,
What's it called?
when they were getting all dressed up?
This one?
Yeah,
No.
for one of your dances. I forget what it was.
No, I'd like to see it though.
They were putting this stuff. Angela was in a garbage can. Not the garbage, the step, and some other two round things. They were doing all these wild things. And I thought that was terrific. Yeah,
She's something.
I don't know, but I'm very proud of the board of prisoners president passed, and even the one not so good. And that's it.
Okay.
It's over.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I know I screwed you up in
No.
your time.
No, no.